Hey Power Team, it's Laura
and Amanda. Hey guys.
We just wanted to do a little Q&A for you guys because I know a lot of you are new, you're just getting going, getting started, and so there's going to be lots of questions, and we want to make this a regular thing. So thank you guys for asking questions that we could answer because we really wanted to make a video. So
yes,
let's get to it.
Yeah, we're just going to run through them, answer them in no particular order. So hope this is helpful and informative for you guys. Alrighty, first question, where do you go to find quality content to post?
Great question. There's a lot of ways you can do that. Definitely be friends with other ambassadors, kind of watch what they're posting, get some ideas from that, see what you like, what works, what seems natural and a good fit for you. But also in the top search bar on Facebook, you can always type in Plexus and then a keyword or even some kind of hashtag. Like you can search just about anything that way and find lots of great content. And it will first put up the people who you are friends with or connected to through other people. So that's kind of a nice way different way to do the search. Or on the journeys pages as well. You can kind of find testimonies on there.
Yeah, if my post is not about me, like if it's not my own post that I've come up with, chances are I've stolen it from someone else. I've either stolen it from another ambassador or I found a testimony or something like that. But information or articles, stuff like that, I just find elsewhere. I mean, you can always Google and find good articles about gut health or blood sugar or whatever and post those links, but usually I either steal ideas or I just post about my own experience with Plexus, my own story, my family story, whatever.
And there's the theme of one Plexus. Like if somebody is posting something publicly on Facebook, then it's kind of a given that you can share that as well. You know, definitely always put your own spin on it. Don't just copy and paste all their words. Put your own spin, your own story at the top, and then use their testimony.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. How many ambassadors or customers have you gotten through Facebook versus in-person conversations?
That's a good question. You want to go first?
Yeah, that's easy for me. I think I've gotten all of mine on Facebook except for one. I think I have one customer, and it was just a one-time order from someone that I talked to in person, but the rest have all been through Facebook contacts.
This girl's international, people. She's
right.
International.
Yeah.
Thank you for technology.
I know.
Yeah, I'd say, most of mine are through Facebook. And there are people sometimes that I do see in person, but they contact me through Facebook first. Or they've been watching Facebook, and sometimes when I see them in person, and they're like, hey, so tell me about this Plexus stuff, So that's a lot of times how it's been. Or people who have seen it on Facebook, but they'll come to my house for like the sip and see, or they'll show up to the Zoom meeting online, and then they'll purchase that way, or become an ambassador that way. So it's both, but I would say almost all of it generates from Facebook, except for a few things from people that I meet in person.
Yeah, Facebook has been key for finding my contacts and getting in touch with them. So, alrighty. Follow-ups. Suggested schedule for follow-ups. How to follow up with people that are interested but just haven't done anything yet. Timing, how many times do you do it, all those sorts of things. We are planning in the next month to do a training video on follow-ups, so we will be sure to be thorough in that training video. But for now, I'll at least share my very first month with Plexus. I followed up twice a week. I had Tuesdays and Fridays as my follow-up days, and so I was just sure to set aside those times, and I still just stick to like one day a week or one time a week for follow-ups. That way I'm not including that in my everyday Plexus activity, that I just have one time a week where I follow up with people, whether it's people I've just contacted or people from a couple months ago. But yeah, I just set aside time for follow-ups, do it 1 to 2 times a week, and
yeah, I think kind of in the beginning when you're first drumming up business, it's easier to follow up with them quickly too. And every few days or whatever it is. But as your business starts to grow, it's definitely you need to like make a specific time for that, because there's going to be a lot of other, balls in the air as you're juggling things. So to have a dedicated time so you're not forgetting to follow up with those people and losing those contacts is very important. And I'd say at the beginning, kind of like right after you've made that initial contact with somebody and they've asked for information, give them a few days to digest the information, because you're sending them a lot of information. So give them time to process it, to think about it, to look at their budget. And then, say, hey, are there any questions? Did you have a chance to look over that? How did it go? Then give them some time. If you don't hear back from them after a week, 2 weeks, then you can follow up again. Then wait a little bit longer the next time. Like, give them some space, because some people aren't ready yet. And it's going to take a month or 2 months, or maybe even, like me, over a year. But I say never give up. I've been told no by a few people. I still have them on my list. I've just graded them out for now, because I think there are people who may down the line still be interested, or if something arises for someone they know, they may contact me for another person. So, I say never ever give up on somebody. Always keep them on your list, but just don't keep bugging them every month.
Yeah, and if you have someone that has expressed interest in either the products or the business, one just quick way to follow up with them is just to shoot them a message and say, hey, what other questions do you have for me? That's it. Just throw that out there and just say, hey, you came to my mind today. What questions do you still have for me about Plexus? I want to answer them for you to help you make this decision. And so it just lets them know you're still there, and you're kind of saying, hey, I'm assuming because you haven't done anything yet that you still have some questions about it. So I want to answer those for you so that you can jump on board. So that's a quick way to follow up with someone. Do you ever walk away from someone forever? Yes and no. Yes and no. If they have said very clearly, no, I'm not interested, this is not for me, I'm going to put them on my no list and say that they have I have had people express to me very clearly, I am not interested in Plexus. And so I'm like, I hear you. And so I do not contact those people anymore. Like, for me to continue contacting them would just be...
Well, that's what I was talking about with my grayed out list. I just don't take them off the list, but I'm not contacting them every month or every 6 months. I'm going to let them come to me, but I'm keeping them there so that when they do, I remember what we've talked about, where we were back then. I'm not that annoying. Come on.
No. I just know I have someone in mind right now that I'm thinking very clearly said, like, no.
You'd be in lots
of
trouble.
It would be a detriment to the friendship if I pushed it. If I even sent her, like, hey, I'm running a sale. Like, if I sent her anything else about Plexus, she would be like, she'd be offended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's on my no list. She is there until she says something. Like, I will probably never reach out to her again, honestly, about it.
Understandable.
But, just because I want that friendship to be maintained. So
yes, that's wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Alrighty.
Moving on.
We will bring that more follow-up information to you
in a follow-up
video. We will follow up with you about follow-up. How long is a good time to give for following up with people? Okay, more to come, but the quick answer is once you've sent them that initial information email, 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days, and just say, hey, I know I sent you a lot of information. Did you have a chance to look it over? And then get their thoughts on that and move from there. It just depends. You really have to get a feel for each person that you're dealing with. Are they wanting to take this slowly, or are they wanting to move quickly? Are they super duper interested in Plexus, or are they kind of like, I guess I'll look into this more? So you send them that first information, 3 to 4 days later, contact them, and then just kind of go from there
feeling them out,
on an individual basis. Okay, are pictures in Google searches under Plexus allowed to be used? I think for the most part.
I guess so, but you just don't know what you're getting when you look at, like, if you're getting a picture of somebody's testimony, or what is she, just just
maybe
Plexus
about
stuff
like
in general.
slim, or I don't know.
If it's like a product picture, it's it's fine. But I'd just be a little sketchy if you're just pulling off testimony pictures off Google, because you don't totally know where that's originating or how truthful it is. But generally, if it's on your Facebook feed and you're connected to those people, they're legitimate ambassadors. So it just depends on what you mean by Plexus pictures. If it's a logo or something, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's totally fine to use.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little more about PV? Yes. So PV stands for personal
Volume.
And each product or package, like the triplex package or the slim accelerator package, things like that. So each product is assigned a volume amount, an amount, a dollar amount. It is either the price of the product or slightly lower. Okay,
But close.
But close. There is a dollar